And recording. So I've been doing this channel now for a good month and a half, 2 months. And I think one of the first bands I reacted to was a band by the name of Vektor. I did a song called Charging the Void, and it was a live session kind of deal. They were in like a bar, and I think the band had set up a camera to like capture the performance, but the audio quality was kind of wonky. Like I could barely hear the guitars all that well, and I was more focused on their actual performance and the construction of everything. Like they're obviously like they were very thrashy, and there were elements of like Slayer, like here and there, especially with the singer. That being said, I've actually gotten a couple requests to revisit them and do a song called Tetrastructual Minds. And since the live recording came out kind of weird, I'm going to go studio recording. It's about a 5-minute song. So I'm just going to jump right in. This already sounds so much more impressive than that live version I heard of Charging the Void. And I think that has a lot more to do with the fact that I can actually distinguish the guitar sounds a lot better in this recording, which it's a studio recording, so that obviously I should be able to. The kind of melodies and stuff that they were doing makes me think of like experimental rock mixed in with the thrash sounds. Like you can hear a little bit of like I know I use this example a lot, but like a little bit of Mars Volta mixed in with like the thrashier like 80s 90s kind of sound. The time signatures are a little different as well. I like how I can hear the bass really clearly too, and the guy's voice I'm enjoying a lot more on this recording as well. It's funny, he starts with that Tom Araya kind of scream and then gets more into like the death vocal kind of thing. So this is overall a lot better than Charging the Void live performance.
Retaliating at codes, puncturing my sanity, the essence of my being is only a memory. Crumbling my system from the soul. Illusion, dissonant dissonance, to the extent of without resolution.
was interesting. Like I thought they were more of a straightforward thrash band from the first song I reacted to. But obviously, you can't judge a band by one song. So them going from like a guitar solo into that interlude, into a break, and then back into the actual song. That was an interesting series of transitions. It's funny that interlude. I just mentioned it on the last video I heard of Unlucky Morpheus, that they had kind of an Opeth kind of sound at the beginning, and that interlude gave me the slightest little hint of that. Probably just because I have it fresh in my head, but yeah, there was a little bit of doom and gloom, but in a nice like clean kind of sound. Then you mix that up with the actual distortion that they have and the blitzing speed that they had in the solo. It was kind of like a jarring switch. But after a couple bars, it's just like, all right, I see what they did. I see where they're going, and it like makes more sense. So song construction wise, this one was definitely more complex than Charging the Void. Uh, Not as much singing, and I think this one's a shorter song, which is interesting that there'd be that much of a difference in a shorter song as opposed to like a longer song where you think they'd actually like put more elements in. But yeah, the drumming was good. Bass playing was killer. I really liked the bass playing. Uh, Construction was good. The guitar playing was excellent. Like I can't say anything bad about that. Singing, there wasn't as much of it in this song, but like I like the sort of like Slayer screams that he was doing, the squeals almost, and then the guttural kind of death vocals he was doing were a nice compliment to it. Like everything worked out really well. And from the first song, I didn't necessarily care too much about this band, but after listening to this one, like its stock has gotten raised a lot more. So like I'm actually interested a lot more to hear more from them. So give me suggestions for a third song to listen to, like something to give me like a either a better idea of what their range is or something similar to this, because I really like this a lot.